Hi, I'm Breanna Wright, and this is Becky. About 5 years ago, we started Peace for Pets, which is a professional pet sitting and dog walking company here in Park City, Utah. As it's getting warmer, we wanted to give you some tips on how to keep your pet happy and safe during the hot summer months, specifically trail safety, temperature management, and where to go. All right, first topic, trail safety. Keeping your dog safe is one of the most important things when you're taking your dog out on an adventure. There's a lot of things that go on in a mountain community: wild animals, dogs off leash, environmental factors like burrs and foxtails. Especially in the middle of the summer or towards the end of summer, burrs become a problem. The best way to avoid this situation is to keep your dogs on trails. And if you have a long-haired dog, you really want to keep the paw pads short, making sure that their fur is kept tight and clean on their paws and around their underside of their belly. That'll reduce the amount of burrs that they get. Another thing that you want to be careful about is when your dog is allowed to be off leash. The only time a dog should be off leash is if they have a good recall. You are calling them and they come to you. It's really important that you have control over your dog. Just because it's off leash does not mean that your dog should be off leash. This way, if something were to happen, like a wild animal or another dog that's aggressive, you can get them to come back to you. A few ways that you can have a good recall with your dog is through treat training, certain command, toy. Those are some of the best recommendations I have. If you do see a wild animal, it's best to just probably put your dog on a leash until you get past that wild animal to keep both the animal safe and the wildlife safe. Now, if you see a dog with a yellow bandana, that means that you might want to avoid them or approach in caution. They probably have some kind of issues, like they're afraid of people, they're being worked with, they're possibly leash aggressive, dog aggressive, or they're scared. The purpose of the yellow bandana is to just make the public aware and keep everybody safe. Okay, for our second topic, temperature management. It gets roasty toasty up here in Park City. The most important thing is preventative measures. You want to walk your dog when it's not super hot out. Do early mornings or late evening hikes and not take your dog out in the middle of the day. Another thing you want to be careful about is the color of the pavement that you're walking your pup on. If it's black, it's probably too hot for their paws. So you can use the back of your hand and touch the cement and see how hot it is. Even when you're hiking on the trails, that dirt or sand can get really hot. So you want to do frequent paw checks. It's really easy for your dog to overheat, especially if you take him in the car with you just to run a couple of errands. A lot of times people think that they're just going to be in and out of the grocery store or in and out of the post office, and then the line ends up being a little bit too long. If it's 60 degrees or hotter outside, your car will raise to a temperature of over 100 degrees in less than 5 minutes, even with the windows down, even with your car parked in the shade. If you wouldn't leave your child in the car, you shouldn't leave your dog in the car. Let's say your dog does get heat exhaustion and or heat stroke. What are the things that you can do? Immediately remove them from the area, get them into a shady spot. If there's some grass nearby, put them underneath a tree. If you have a towel, wet it down and start wiping their body down, especially the groin area and their paws. If you have an ice pack available, rub their head down with the ice pack. Get them some water to drink immediately. Make sure it's not too cold. You don't want them to drink too much cold water too quickly. Another thing you want to check is their gums and their gum color. Check their capillary refill. Pull the lip up and you actually press the gum and see how quickly it goes from white to pink. If it's white already, that means your dog's already having symptoms of heat stroke. You definitely want to get them to the vet, even if you bring their body temperature back down to normal range. Overheating doesn't just happen in your car. It can also happen when you're out on a hike or at a park enjoying some family activities. Just make sure your dog has access to shade. Always carry a water bowl with you. They have a lot of collapsible ones. You can use a carabiner to connect that to your backpack or to your dog's collar. Another fun trick is the squeezy water bottles. You can just squeeze it right into their mouth, and then that's an easy way to get both you and your dog water. Now that we've talked about all the tips and tricks on how to keep your pet safe and happy, I'm going to tell you where you can take your pup. Up here in Park City, there's a lot of great local trails. There's the Rail Trail, dog parks. Specifically, there's a dog park off of Exit 4, Quinns Junction. Willow Creek's a great dog park. They actually have a pond your dog can go swimming in, and an agility course that they can enjoy. There's Round Valley, which is full of miles of trails that your dogs can enjoy off leash. The library, they have an off-leash dog area as well. And then Run Amok. Run Amok's a great fenced-in area that you can take your dog off leash also. There are a lot of great local dog parks. Thanks for spending time with Becky and I this afternoon on learning tips and tricks on how to keep your pet safe for the summer. If you would like some more information, you can always visit our website or our Facebook page at peaceforpets.biz. Happy adventuring!